Hi Capricorn, how are you? I just did the Taurus reading for February. I didn't have the glass of wine, which is a very Taurian thing to do, but it's also a Capricorn thing to do. I'm doing all the earth signs today. I just decided, I just came up with it. I did my own zodiac obviously first, because I wanted to know what's going to be up on February, energies and such. And I was like, okay, who's next? I can either go in a chronological order, which Capricorn is January, the first month of the year, or I can go to all earth signs. Capricorn also aligns with that. Then okay. And a first card, feeling feeling locked down. You don't know what to do, imprisoned almost. Okay, we're talking about February 2018, but obviously, especially energy like this, it's something that already exists in your life. Cappy. You know, if you've been watching last month's videos, you know how much I love Capricorns. Love Capricorns. February 2018 for Capricorn. Let's see. Let's break down the Eight of Swords. Feeling like there's no way out. Feeling imprisoned. Feeling like this situation is, just holding you back. Not knowing how to get out of this entanglement that you're in. Feeling trapped. Why are you feeling trapped? Two possibilities. Either it's a real entrapment, like someone is literally holding you back from setting free, or it's in your own head, which is kind of, you know what, it's kind of the same thing. I'm sorry if I said it as if it's two different things, because it's always a choice, right? I mean, if we feel like it's something outside of us, a person, a situation, a job, anything, a relationship that we are locked in, it's our choice to get out of it. This is the 21st century. We're no longer obligated by any sort of means to do anything other than, I don't know, society's expectations. Your own expectations of where you thought you were going to be at this point. You planned, you build, you put in the seeds, now you want to see the fruits, but now the fruits aren't what you thought they were. 8 is almost at the end of the chronological order, like the 9 and the 10 would be the completion, right? 8 is almost there, but that's not a moving, free 8 like the 8 of Wands. It's not a letting go and letting faith and letting God run its course, and letting the universe, like the 8 of Cups. It's not even, 8 of Pentacles, which is like hard work that we don't see results yet, but we know we will see the results. 8 of Swords is just trapped in its own, endless thinking and analyzing and not being able to snap out of that. So it is all in the mind. Even if you're trapped in a job that you hate, in a relationship that you no longer believe in, anything, nothing is really holding you. Look at her. She has the swords on her sides. It's not really in front of her or behind her, or the individual. It could be her, she, or he. I'm sorry, guys. This person can break free. The swords represents the air element, the thought process that is overwhelming when it comes at it, with 8. 8 is, has the shape of eternity. So we are in a loop of our own thoughts. Break free. Act. Set yourself free. The truth will set you free. If you're holding back from your inner truth, if you're covering what you generally know within your heart by overthinking, by too many swords, too much logic, too much analyzing, too much, this is what I planned, and now you're kind of trapped in it. It's everything that got you here was supposed to make you happy, but does this person look happy? And Capricorn, you guys are planners, builders. 8 is a number of building. It's a very strong, I want to say earthly, but this is not earth, this is swords, but still it's a very strong earthly number. So you built something, you created something that was supposed to make you happy because you planned it and made sense in your head, but now you're feeling this. And you're not setting yourself free because it's supposed to be great, but it's not great. So just get the fuck out of there. The fuck? Excuse my language, I don't give a fuck. You don't like it? Watch someone else's video. Authenticity, people. Cursing is not so bad. There are worse things. There are people who don't curse, who act all sweet, but then do horrible things behind other people's back, but then smile and be all polite. Is that better? No. At least what you see is what you get. Okay, let's keep mixing. Let's keep... You know, you can look at it as a bad start, allegedly, feeling 8 of Swords, but this is an opportunity to be aware of where you're at, because your mind won't tell you that you're trapped, but you're feeling trapped, so you need to get out of that. Okay. All right, this is better. Temperance. Healing. Patience. It's the alchemist. It's turning coal into gold. Making the impossible possible. The water are coming down, but also up. It's breaking the laws of nature. It's the metaphysics. Angel has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground. The elements, balance between the elements. He's balancing between the elements. Also the air element with the wings. You have growth, life, light. That's the fire. So there is an opportunity for healing and for getting out of this emotion. And I feel like you have guidance. The universe, this is the universe talking to you. So your guiding angels. This is your inner sense of truth and knowledge. This is your spirit, your soul, your higher self, all of the above, all of them together. It's not either or. They're all just different names for the same thing. There is guidance. There is divine guidance for you guys. Just, you see, I love this. Look at the symbology. Her leg is also 1 in the water and 1 on earth. 1 in the water and 1 on the ground. But this is so free and healing and beautiful, and this is so okay. This is a choice of how you look at it, because in the physical realm they're both the same, right? They're stepping 1 leg in this, 1 leg at the other. They're both standing, water and ground. But 1 is feeling trapped, and 1 has divine opportunity to make the impossible possible, to tap into the element of the alchemy in them. So this is the same circumstances that you're going through, but if you'll just snap out of this point of view on it and tap into this point of view, what you can get out of the situation, how you can choose to handle the situation, what it is that you can manifest, be the alchemist and manifest out of the situation. You can either keep staying, being stuck and trapped in your own mind, or let go of all of that and set yourself free. Out of the same situation can lead to 2 completely different worlds. I want you here. But this requires faith. This requires to turn off the swords, to turn off the thought, and believing in the impossible. Have complete faith in life and in yourself. No matter what the swords tell you, because what the swords tell you is this, brings you here. So they're not serving you, all the analyzing and the logic. But let them all drop, and this is what will come out of you. A completely new creature with wings. Is it really a question? Seriously, is this really a question? Why do you keep asking yourself what to do? Is it not obvious? And you feel it, you know it. Capricorns are very can be very analytical and very practical, but they're also an earth sign, very strong earth sign. You are connected to the elements, to nature. You have the inner truth. It's just a matter of whether or not you listen to it. Are you going to listen to it? I don't know. Let's see. Because temperance, you know, it's an amazing opportunity to create something that you've always only dreamed of. But will you do it? Because this is divine, this is potential, this is spiritual, but is it going to come down to the earth? Will you manifest it? Will you allow it to happen with your actions? Will you cut through the swords with swords? What you going to do? What you going to do, Capricorn? It's up to you. I can only tell you, you know, but once you press end to this video, the ball is in your court. Saturn is in Capricorn. An opportunity to either rebuild the structure in a very, very accurate, stronger way. But for that, you need to collapse the old structure. But which type of structure are you going to collapse? The one that makes sense to collapse, but then it's going to lead you right here to feeling, no, this is not right? Or the one that doesn't make sense to collapse, and yet your intuition tells you this is the thing I need to collapse. If you break down what seemed to not make sense but is in your heart, you will be here. If you break down, I'm sorry, once again, if you break down the thing that seems to make sense but isn't in your heart, meaning if you follow your heart and break everything that has to do with logical, you'll be here. But if you go according to the logic and you break down what feels right but doesn't make sense on paper, you'll find yourself here. Your mind is not serving you right now. If I were to see the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, you know, cards of mind and intellect that are good and that lead to, you know, good planning, good plan, strategy, results, okay. Sharp mind, accurate, connected, tapped. Eight of Swords is not a sharp mind. Eight of Swords is like, it's like drills again and again and again until it actually makes no fucking sense. You're stuck in an old predicament of sense, but it's no longer a real logic that really serves you. The true logic that actually serves you, it's in the faith and in the heart, in the what seems to be impossible. But look at him, it's actually possible. Apparently, if you have this card, what seems to be impossible is 1,000 fucking % possible. Everything can sort itself out if you let it. Everything will make beautiful healing sense if you will let it. But if you won't, see how much the tarot can tell us? Like 2 cards, just the synchronicity, like the way they stand and their relationship. All right, Capricorn, February 2018. What else can you tell us, dear tarot? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's just these 2 cards. You know? This is a test. This is a big test. A test of faith. Everything that you're talking about and preaching for. The universe, the impossible that is possible. Everything that you're preaching for. Can you walk your talk? This is not walking the talk. This is talking and talking and talking and eating and eating and eating the brain out of the talk. This is flying the talk. Oof. I really wish this for you. You have such pure hearts, Capricorns. I really wish this for you, but you have to let it. You have to let the fish fly. All right. Capricorns, February 2018. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Maybe that's all we need to know, huh? Maybe everything we need to know is right in there in these two cards. Capricorn 2018. Give me more of February. I want to see more into February for Capricorn. Almost I'll take it. The Lovers. Another angel. So this time he's not alone in the picture, the angel. This time he has something to say to these two individuals, two paths, two choices, two options. This is a life-altering decision, which you may not take with your mind. You have to tap into your alchemist, your fool. Your divine guidance, your intuition, the serendipity, the signs, the language that you speak with the universe. You have that language that you speak with the universe. You have your cues. You understand how the universe speaks to you. This is not the time to not listen. It's the time to listen. Oh my God, this is heavy stuff. This is... See, Saturn, again, is in fucking Capricorn. Like, this is life-altering situations, especially if you're an aware Capricorn, if you're, like, connected, truly connected to the creation of the earth. It's a life-altering decision that will... I'm sorry for sounding so freaking dramatic. I just have to say what I see. I can't avoid it. If it doesn't resonate with you, if you don't like it, just move on to the next video. Seriously, you don't have to watch this, but I have to. This is so clear. This is so clear. There's no room for, you have an opportunity to step into a completely different world. The world that you've been in so far, where you felt not really belong, trapped, trying to make sense of it, just looking at the checklist, being like, I have this and this and this, it's supposed to make sense, I'm supposed to be happy, but does this look fucking happy to you? Drop the checklist now, because the universe is talking to you, karma is talking to you, the divine spirit is talking to you, your future, your destiny, your essence is yelling at you. But I don't know if you'll listen, because all I have in these beautiful, majestic, authentic, truthful cards, they're in the major arcana, they're in the high arcana, in the high realms. They're trying to speak to you, but are you... This shows that you're not listening. For now, I'm going to keep mixing the cards, and I want to see what's going on. If you're hearing this, just try to listen. To shut down the monkey mind. Listen through your pineal gland. Listen through your heart. Those are different. They have a different type of screening. They have a different type of screening that is more accurate for you. It is more accurate in general. It's just more accurate in general. This is not me dishing the mind. The mind is a beautiful, wonderful thing that serves us well until it gets on its ego trip and then starts to control us. And we let it, because it's the mind. But excuse me, the mind belongs to you. You don't belong to your mind. The mind belongs to you. It's supposed to serve you, not entangle you. Always listen to your body, how you actually feel. I will meet a person, right? And they will smile at me and say the sweetest words. And everything on the surface makes just positive vibes, supposed to. But my skin will, I will not like this person. And I can't say it out loud because I have no reason, because this person did nothing wrong. They were nice, they were polite. But going later in time, getting to know them for real, their actions, their behavior will show me that I was right. Other than our mind that listens and analyzes, we also have our body. Now, our body, yes, matter. You're like, oh, but a body doesn't listen. But excuse me, your body is made off of molecules and atoms, which are affected by heart, by mind, by energy. It's quantum physics. E equals mc squared. Matter is energy. Energy is matter. Okay? Your body has an energetic understanding of the energetic reality. So there's what you see, and there's the thing that makes what you see. The molecules, the atoms and the molecules, right? It looks like a hand. But if I break down the movement of the molecules times c squared, the speed of light times the speed of light, then this mass will turn into the energy that it is. The only thing that separates mass from energy, and that's Einstein, that's E equals mc squared, is speed. It's the speed of light times the speed of light. So there is no real difference. So this alleged matter, physical body, is actually energy, and energy senses energy. So yeah, you're not going to have it written on your hand, this person is a fraud. But something will happen to you. You will feel uncomfortable, because the molecules of your body will know that the molecules of underneath this person's allegedly great behavior are just fucking nasty. Or the opposite. You'll see someone cursing, being mad, being in a very bad situation, but you won't have anything, you won't be deterred by them because something about their energy will feel right. So right now it's just circumstantial the way they're behaving, but there's actually a pure heart and a pure soul underneath that you were to miss out on if you just looked at the situation as is. All right? If you look at the situation as is, this is what's going to happen to your body. You will lose it. If you allow, your frequency, if you will listen to how your frequency vibrates when you think about a certain situation, when you feel a certain situation, when you are next to someone or something, that is the truth. Your mind says, I need to be out of here, I can't be a part of this, but your body just can't leave. Your body knows. And the opposite, your mind tells you, this is where I need to be, this is my job, this is my partner, this is my school, this is whatever, but your body just can't be there. It itches. You want to get the fuck out of there as early as possible. You want to go back there as late as possible. It doesn't feel right. You're not smiling. Your frequency knows. If you're listening to me and you're like, oh, I'm scientific, I'm skeptical of this BS. Excuse me, this is science. For someone scientific, you're not very scientific, not very knowledgeable if you're doubting what I just said. Quantum physics. It was established in the beginning of the 20th century. They still don't teach it in high school. Yeah, 1920s was already out, proven. 100 years later, do they teach it in high schools? No, maybe in specific private high schools that I'm not familiar with, but no. People walking around don't have a fucking clue of what it is. And it's already an established science from a century ago. So if you're claiming you're a scientist, you're scientific and logical, but you don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, then guess what? You're not what you say you are, or what you think you are. Go actually study. What you read in the books in the first year of college or in high school? No, not enough. No. No. Don't give me that, oh, you're talking like a hippie. No, I'm not. I'm not a fucking hippie. Don't give me that. This is a reflection of reality. Yes, the truth isn't in the card, but the truth is everywhere all the time because it's energy, and energy is everywhere all the time. And this is a reflection. This is a language, like letters. It's just a combination of lines. Lines shouldn't make any sense. They shouldn't say anything, but the way they are formed and the interaction between them, it creates letters, it creates words, it creates sentences. Something that you understand. So if I write down my name, no, it's not me on the paper and the ink, but it represents me and I exist, even though it's not me on that paper. This is not the alchemist, the almighty possible, this is a card that represents something that exists. Represents something that exists. Represents something that exists, unfortunately, because you allow it. It's a choice. Understand what I'm saying, Capricorn? All with major love, in case that wasn't clear. I'm sorry if I got a little bit upset or mad. I see this as such a major crossroad, and I want to be vigilant with what I see, because now it's your free choice to do whatever you want with it, but at least I gave it my all, right? For you. Keep it coming, cards. This is, I want to see what they're going to do, and I feel like they're not convinced to make an illogical decision. Path. You are very guided. You have to listen to the universe. You don't want to listen to me, listen to the universe. Right? Capricorn, February 2018. Okay. You ask and you received. I received 3 cards. It's okay. 3 cards is good. It's not too much. It's actually good. All right. Okay. Okay. This is good. I'll show you. Can you see? I like how the swords came underneath the swords. 2, 3. Queen of Swords represents Aquarius. February, speaking of, also the number 2. So 2, 2, and 3. And they're both facing this, and he's facing on a new journey that is also facing this. So, this is good. This is very good. This shows me that the lovers, the choice between 2 paths, has come down to the practical world of 2 of Wands. And this guy, this person, is ready. He's ready to take the step for a new journey. He's not entirely sure what's coming up, but he has a general understanding, and he knows he can. Okay. There's willingness. There's the wands. They represent the fire element, the will, the energy, the drive. Queen of Swords. She's also very logical, and she's a thinker, but she comes from less of a place that analyzes shit to the death and that operates out of fear. She thinks out of ideology. So her use of mind is broader. She thinks of the possibilities. She's an idealist. She's a storyteller. She's also a ruthless warrior, and she will cut your throat if you dare to threaten her. She's a fierce queen. But I don't think that's what's relevant in this case. I mean, I think it semi-is, because she's going to... This person, you hopefully, is going to cut through the 8 of Swords and like, I'm done. I'm not feeling this anymore. I'm going to listen to the ideas that I have, the inspiration that I'm receiving, to the other type of mind that looks forward, that is holding the sword rather than having it, like on my sides with no control. Now I'm holding it. I have my hand reached out to a new possibility, to a new world. This guy's doing the same thing. One hand holding the wand, holding his, instruments, his tools for the journey. He's packed for the journey. She's packed for the journey. They have a plan. He looks at the world. He knows what he wants. She has a plan in her head. And no, he's still standing. She's still sitting. But it's the movement has started with the will and with the mind. And where are these two both looking at? The Three of Wands. The genuine understanding of our path, of where we belong to, that is right underneath. Oh, it's so beautiful. Just the way everything is kind of, the cards are just brilliant. It just keeps amazes me. Doesn't cease to amaze me. That's what I was trying to say. So the angel from above has given us guidance, given us divine guidance, signs, clues. And, the will and the mind are ready for a new endeavor. So we're storming out. We're not storming. The Three of Wands, he knows that he's going on a journey. He has his team, he has his tools, he has his plan, he has his map, plan, wands, divine guidance. There's still a road to take, but it's safe, it's clear. Now everything is clear. Okay, February is looking really, really good, and I'm really proud of you, because this is probably how you're feeling right now and how you are potentially maybe caught up in. But February, which is also represented by the Queen of Swords, my Aquarius, is right here already. It already started from the 20th of January, so the new energy is already here. The understanding of something new needs to start, and the willingness to go out on the journey. This is the wands represent in the Greek mythology the story of Jason and the golden sheep. Jason was cast away from his kingdom by his uncle, who took over. He killed his father, took over the crown, and then, exiled Jason as a baby. Or maybe Jason was, maybe people kind of hid him and took him away so his uncle wouldn't kill him. I don't remember exactly the version, but Jason finds himself as a baby in a different, long, far away country. And he grows up not knowing that he's actually royalty, that he's actually a destined king, a prince. Grows up as a poor child who always feels like something is missing, but he can't explain it. He knows he has a big destiny, but he can't explain it. And then messages come. The elders of the kingdom come searching for him, to bring him back to the kingdom, to claim his throne from his evil uncle. And Jason's like, I'm sorry, but what? I'm a king? I'm not sure I know everything about it, but it sounds good, so I might consider. And this is where he's already, okay, this makes sense. It resonates with my intuition, what I always felt was missing. Now this makes sense. This journey that I'm supposed to, go on makes sense, and he's ready. Capricorn, this is good. I'm so happy to see these cards. It means that fire is coming in. Will, faith, passion. And you're like, yeah, this is so different than the Eight of Swords. You're like, done with this. Done with this bullshit. I'm sorry, I have to take, I want to drink to that. Cheers. Good job. No fear. A king doesn't fear. It's unknown, it's new, or not new, but feels new. I'm on it. Okay. I'm going to ask for, I'm not asking for any more cards because this is great. I'm going to ask for a conclusion from the Divine Circus deck. This is a new deck that I gave as a gift to someone, and then they gave it to me. Long story. But bottom line, I have it now. So this is good. I'm asking for a message for, there it is, Capricorn for February 2018. The card's already in. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to read it to you. Okay. You are meant to shine bright, to be a sun, even in the cold and dark depths of winter, bringing warmth to the world. Some don't like the light. They want to freeze your enthusiasm, douse your creative fire, and rain on your parade. Don't let them. Shine your light with stubbornness and happiness. Defeat the Snow Queen and her wicked ways. The Snow Queen depicted on this card has her wicked ways. She likes to test those that aren't yet sure of their worth. Someone isn't sure of your worth, Capricorn, and they're manipulating you to remain in that place because it's comfortable for them to hold you back. Because if you go forward on your journey, where will it leave them? She will try to freeze you with a glance that conveys criticism, judgment, ridicule. Is someone making fun of your dreams, making you feel like you can't? Because they can't? Damn. She'll make you believe you will be humiliated, that it's inevitable you will fail, and so it's better that you just don't try to begin with. She'll plant seeds of doubt like a weed in your soul garden and cause you to lose energy to mental anguish. Oh my God, this is so accurate. She will cause you to lose energy to mental anguish. She will make you believe that you can't, and will have you all caught up in your insecurities and overthinking. This is so accurate, it's almost frightening with the cards, everything just... You'll find the way of your life more difficult than it needs to be if you don't take heed of what is happening and use your power to stand up to her. The Snow Queen might make her presence felt through a loved one who cannot support you, or a colleague who is envious of you and wants to see you fall, or the voice in your head that is afraid and is yet to really trust your heart to lead you. No matter where she arises, there is only one way for you to deal with the Snow Queen and her wicked ways. When she tries to freeze you with a glance and says, "Who do you think you are?" you must stand up tall and true and reply, "I am me." Save your soul-slaying, doubt-making for another day. I take my own hand, freed from your ice grasp. If you stay anywhere near me, I will melt you with my creative fire and the warmth of my love. So be gone, wicked one. It's time for you to move on. Wow. So this is really it, okay? Too much logic, over doubting yourself, listening to only reason, that you can't do something, that something is impossible when it actually is possible, that you need to stay where you are and not try a new path, where you actually need to try a new path, when your ideas are wrong, when actually your ideas are brilliant, when you don't know enough and you can't do it and it's too much, but you are actually destined for it. The Queen of Ice and her wicked ways wants you to stay there so she can feel good about herself. Who in your life is holding you back? It could be a family member. It could be a partner. People sometimes confuse ego and control with love. Love is something freeing. Love makes you be as you are, accepts you as you are, but also as your potential, and gives you energy to growth, generates energy in you, supports you, your dreams, your creativity, your ability, your fire. your brilliancy. Control and ego? No, you can't do that. You will fail. You can't do that without me. Mm-mm. You're mine. You can't let anything that takes you out of me, and God forbid puts you on a better path where you can actually pursue your dreams. Mm-mm. This is powerful, guys. I thought the Taurus one was powerful, but no, this is... The synchronicity is just amazing. It's just amazing. Okay, guys, listen to your heart is a cliche sometimes, but not in this case. In this case, it's almost, it could be tragic if you won't. It could be tragic if you won't. But you will. These cards show me that you will. And whichever person in your life follows that description of wicked ways of holding you back and making you not believe in yourself. And of course, it's never black on white on paper, or you would never have this person in your life because you're not stupid. It's manipulative. It's subtle. It wears a very pretty mask, but it hides ugliness and deceit and emotional manipulation. I see, so you know what, I have to, someone is emotionally manipulating you, that you trust, that you love, and they are taking you away from your essence, they are taking you away from your potential. No. Cards, please give me a message about this person who's taking, you're watching Capricorns on their path. How can they handle this? What else can I tell them that I haven't already said? Okay. It almost fell. I helped it fell because I felt it. Three of Cups upside down. Three of Cups upside right is a joyous card of celebrations. Lots of females. Wrong advice, possibly by female in your life. That this is joy, this is being happy with what you have, this is, you know, just going after your fun and your needs. And this is selfish. This is my selfish needs. And what can I do to have everyone around me supply those needs? Someone, I feel like it's just repetitive for what came out with the circus, with the divine circus, but someone that has the appearance of someone very jolly and lively and sweet is using this appearance and the love that you have for them and the faith, because this is love and faith, the cups. I'm using it against you. I want you to listen to one person and one person only, yourself. Your divine guidance, the signs, your heart. And anything that encourages you that you are almighty and beautiful. Anything that tells you something that serves them more than it serves you, but it's as if it serves you. Like, you guys are smart. Listen to your body. Just, you can figure this out. I trust you. You can figure this out. I need more. This is not, I feel like I need more. This reading is getting long, but it's just, you guys are worthy of it. You guys are worthy of, you know, breaking this down. This is extended material. I will at one point begin to divide it, but not yet. For now, I'm giving you all the extended as well, because I want you to see my worth first. Right? Okay. Another clarifier about this person with wicked ways that is taking away from the Capricorn's potential and holding Capricorn back from being glorious Capricorns that they are. Another clarifying for the upside down Three of Cups. Ten of Swords. Someone or something that has been in your life for quite some time, that you went through a lot of lessons with, a lot of karmic lessons with. I believe it's a woman because, well, hi women. Hi woman. Yeah, someone that has been in your life for quite some time, and you have went through many lessons, karmic lessons. You have grown through this person. So this was an important, valuable connection in your life. But karmic relationships, karmic friendships, karmic connections come to teach us something, help us grow. And then once the lesson is learned, we need to let go of it, or else we just keep repeating the same thing. So this is a person that, this is an ending. The 10 is the chronological ending. It's always the darkest before the sunrise, right? So right now you're at a very dark point with this person. Not sure if it's clear yet, but they're making you feel like this. Like less of a person. Less of the person that you would like to be. Like this is the person that you are and that you can and should be. Going on a journey for fulfillment, your destiny, but you're feeling like this, like there's nothing you can do other than staying like this, lying down, the way things were always in the past 10 of Swords. And this is connected to the 8 of Swords. Yeah. This karmic connection needs to end. And you know what? You have divine guidance that will help you through this. That will help heal this. That was necessary. You've learned, you've grown. But it's over. The 10 of Swords represents a very difficult time that is now over. All the lessons are learned. If you stay there, it will just repeat itself. The 8, the eternity. I find it interesting that this person has a red cloth, this person has a red cloth, and this person has a red cloth. After this comes this, but you have to let go of this. The 10 of Swords is the story of Orestes. It's a very difficult story from the Greek mythology, of betrayal and heartache and sacrificing people for something. So many options, so many narratives. And the 10 of Swords represents the conclusion, the end of it. The end will bring pain, obviously, but it will also open your path to this. And starting already right here with the Queen of Swords represents also February, which is already now. I know January 22nd, okay, but in astrology, the next month already begins on the 20th of the past month. So February technically begins on January 20 or January 21st. So this new energy is already here. You already know, you have in your head, you have a plan. You're starting to grasp, you're starting to understand. This really reminds me of the reading of last month, of you having to like just get on the chariot and fly through your destiny. But if you're still in this place, then I feel like you haven't gotten on that chariot and you stayed in that lesson, which is why you're feeling like this now. You have another opportunity this month why stay in this pain? I don't know why anyone would do that to themselves, but it's a choice. Everything is a choice. Okay, Capricorn, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you in March, hopefully. Bye. Much love.